Love is God. Live in love. Live in love. Live in love.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Welcome to OMS, Oh My Sai. We are nearing Dasara, and Dasara at Prasanthi Nilayam is a very special occasion. We have our dearest Lord Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba officiating the Veda Purusha Sapthaha Jnana Yagna, a very grand sacrificial offering of 7 days, right in His divine presence at Prasanthi Nilayam. We've all been witness to how majestically Swami would be seated near the altar and supervising the conduct of the yagna. And on the final day, on Vijayadashmi, when the Purnahuti is happening, Swami would be seated right in front of the fire and making the Purnahuti, the final oblation in offering into the fire. And we could see the fire rising up to receive the offerings from the divine hands. What a sight! What a memory to see the Lord setting an example for all of us. Indeed, does Swami ever have to do any yagna or sacrifice? What does he get? He gets nothing. There's nothing that he needs to do. He's just setting an example for all of us so that we may follow his teachings and his message. During the Dasara, the morning sessions, the yagna happens, and in the evening we have the Prashanti Vidwan Mahasabha, where very learned scholars speak on various topics in Swami's presence in Sai Kulwant Hall, which is then followed by Bhagwan's divine discourse. In the evenings, after the program in Kulwant Hall, some of us used to attend the puja that used to happen in Poornachandra. During that evening puja, many of those pandits there, they used to recite shlokas from Ramayana, from Devi Bhagavata and such scriptures, and they also used to deliver lectures. It was in the year 1999, the day prior to Vijayadashmi, in the evening, when some of us were there in Poornachandra, and the head priest was talking to all of us. He mentioned that it is mentioned in the scriptures that whatever offerings are made into the fire, into Agni, the Agni then takes all of them and goes and delivers it to the respective deities to whom the offerings are addressed. And then those deities in turn go together and then make the offering to the Yagnapurusha, the supreme person. So this is what the chief priest had mentioned. And the next day, of course, we were all witness to the grand Purnahuti, and everything went on very well. And at the end of the yagna, Swami, in fact, as always, used to come around and sprinkle the holy water on all of us. So that was a very memorable day for all of us. And the next day, the day after Vijayadashmi, after darshan, Swami had called Warden and me into the interview room. And there, Swami sat on the throne and was very casually mentioning that the previous night, when Swami was in Poornachandra, he mentioned that Indra and all the devatas had come with their offerings in a huge silver plate. He mentioned that they came, made the offerings to Swami, sought his blessings, and then they disappeared. And Swami also remarked, that plate is still lying in Poornachandra. And when Swami mentioned this so casually and as a matter of fact, my mind immediately remembered the words of the chief priest, what he had mentioned 2 days prior. He mentioned that all the devatas, Indra and all the gods, they go and make their offerings to the Yagnapurusha. And that moment, Swami acknowledged that he was the Yagnapurusha who is receiving all the offerings of all the yagnas. This was a oh my sigh moment for me. Drove home the meaning of the mantra Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnau Brahmana Hutam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. That God alone is yagna. He alone is the offering. Brahmarpanam, it is offered to God. Brahmahavihi, the offerings are all divine. Brahmagnau, the fire, who is the postman, he is also divine. Brahmaivatena gantavyam, it goes towards, ultimately it all reaches the Supreme God. Brahma Karma Samadhina. Even the very procedure and the action is God. Dear brothers and sisters, we all have to remember what Swami has taught us and then try to emulate those teachings in our lives. It may not be necessarily performance of a grand yagna like that which happens in Prasanthi Nilayam, but every moment, every thought, word and deed that we do, we should realize that God alone is doing all of that through us, and that offering is again given to Swami, and he is the recipient of all our offerings. That is the lesson that I recall during every Dasara festival at Prasanthi Nilayam. Sai Ram.